So I think I finally figured out how this laser wheel locking nut removal kit works. It's not specifically for lug nuts. So your normal lug nuts. It's for the locking. I mean, that's what it says, a locking nut. So if you lose the key to this, unit, there's no way to put a standard, like this is a 19 millimeter on it, 19 millimeter socket, and remove it because it's completely smooth and round on the outside. So I think when I unboxed it, I was just looking at it and I'm like, man, it's not fitting. So this is 19. Obviously it has the edges around it for the gripping of the socket. Well, this shank, as you can see, is completely smooth inside. So I got this kit and I was kind of like, man, this thing would not work if I lose my keys or if I had to help someone out. You got this driver, you got this punch to remove the locking nut once it gets inserted into here upon removal, and then you got a hammer, air hammer bit that you can use to drive it on there. So try to, so basically, and then you saw me with this last time, right? It's like a hammer, a 1/2 inch with a driver. So these are all half sizes. So I got 18.5, 19.5, 20.4. So I'm just gonna use 20.4, and I can see that 20.4. So 19.5 does not fit. 20.4 fits on there slightly. And then 21.6, just, it does not have enough grip on there. You could probably, even if you hammer it on, it's probably not gonna have enough grip. It's just bottom, you can feel it bottoming out on the rim on the inside. So go up a size, 20.4. I can just stick it on there, it fits. I mean, this lug nut is not bad and I have the key for it. But the idea behind this would just get the size that fits, a locking nut. Insert this shank, pretty solid feel, into the center of the driver here. So you could put the idea behind this, because it's like, it's smooth, is to like hammer it on here and let friction, compression, you know, just bite into it. So put it in the center, you know, and give it a couple whack straight on to get it on there. Obviously I'm not gonna do it because I got the key and it's a perfectly fine socket. Another option is to use your air hammer. Your beast of an air hammer. Again, it has a smooth shank. And then use your air hammer to like hammer it on. It's not hooked up to an air compressor, but you could do that. So you got 2 methods there so far, and that's like 2 methods that are included in the kit, right? You got the straight punch that goes in the center. You got it's hollow also, and has a smooth end for this end. So you got those 2, and then the third option, it's not really an option at this time. How was I gonna wear this? Oh, yeah, if you had a like a, I don't have the 1/2 inch, am I? So this is only the 3/8 drive bolt biters. I got a 1/2-inch one coming in the next week. But separate from this kit is this 1/2-inch drive with a hammer end on it. So you put your, you put your 1/2-inch socket on there that's meant to grip on here, based on the size. You can hammer it on even these lug nuts, and you just get on there. Once you have it in place, you just kind of hammer it on. So that's and like I showed you in a previous, this thing has some kind of retraction mechanism in it. So the idea is just, so this, I think this is like I said, this comes in 18.5, 19.5, 20.4, which is the one I'm using for my 19mm, 21.6, 22.5, 23.5, 24.5, and 25.5. And then this swing shank, after you get your lug nut out, after you hammer it on there, and you put your standard socket on here. Let me go for a socket. So like I said, after you get it hammered on there, this is a bigger size, so that's why it's like all the way. After you get it hammered on there, all the way on there, and it's tight, to get it off, you use your standard 19mm, and it has a 19mm shank, and you just, get it off that way, because it has that 19mm on the edge right here, on the end right here. So multiple ways to skin the cat. And this was what I was saying about this. You get a bolt biter or a socket or a lug nut remover separate from this, because this is a lock-in wheel nut kit, so it's different from the lug nuts. And you just go to town, like if that was the case, and you just hammer it on, whack it until it's tight, and then you just, the idea behind this is as you're impacting it on there, you're turning at the same time, and that force is going to break whatever. So this is like two separate pieces really, but the same idea, same concept. So I'm going to keep this kit. It's pretty nice. I'm confident that if I lose my keys to this car, I'm not worried. I was at Walmart, and I was coming out of Walmart. I saw this guy stand by a car. He had it on the spare tire jack, or the spare emergency jack, and he was just standing there, looking for someone, I guess maybe someone coming from home to rescue them. And I was like, hey, you need some help? It was an older gentleman, and I was like, hey, you need some help? And he was like, do you have a locking key? And I looked at it, and I was driving my Acura at the time, and I was like, it looks familiar. And of course, the one for my Acura is different. The same kind of looking pattern, but it was different. And I was like, so I rushed home I actually drove like 10 minutes home, grabbed the key for this one out of the Honda, out of the glove box, and drove back to there. And it was like, let me try it. They were kind of surprised when I pulled up. I slapped it on there, and it fit. And I just impacted it off. I brought my impact, my Milwaukee impact, and I just ran them all off. Changed the spare tire, slapped the spare tire on there. I got them on their way. It was all rainy outside. I think he was there for his daughter, but she was trying to give me some money, $20 or something, and I was like, no, it's fine. I'm just doing it, And she like put it on my car seat because my car was open. And their tire, another video I talked about, the the pressure of your spare tire. Their spare tire was like showing 40 psi. Normally they run up to 60 psi. So it's a good thing I thought about all that. So I brought my DeWalt, you know, combo jumper and compressor back when I came back to get the locking nut. So if I ever encounter someone who needs help, I won't necessarily have this in the car, but if I'm close by, I don't have a problem running home and giving them a hand. Not for a fee, just because I like helping out, you know? But anyway, I just wanted to talk about this, the Laser 6972, more so than I made a fool of myself talking about yesterday, as I was trying to fit it on the regular lug nuts, because that's not what it's meant for. But yeah, this is a really valuable tool. Anyway, like, comment, don't hit it, team.